What's up YouTube, this is Harvey 1997 here, coming at you today with another Zoodiac combo video. So for this one, I'm going to be showing off two combos for you guys, very standard for Zoodiacs. One of them is extremely standard, but it's a very, very good trick to know if you're playing the Kaiju variant. And the other one is much less known, but it's very useful if you have like a lot of options. It's a very good fallback card. So, anyway, let's get into the Kaiju variant. And then we're going to use that one to kind of tie into the next combo. So for this combo, you need to have one copy of Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, then either one copy of Rapier, Zoodiac Barrage, Terror Top to Tagetomborg to Invoker, Rescue Rabbit to Invoker. I mean, really, you could have any Tenki, I don't know, as long as you get to a rat. We're just going to say you open a rat just so we're not spitballing a whole bunch of useless information at you. And also, this is the opponent's board right now. It's very weak, but assume they have like a Daigusto Emerald or something next to it. So we're going to start off with Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. Assuming they can't negate this, their monster is going to be destroyed. So we don't have to deal with that Dryden anymore. It's good to always assume you're going to be facing a Dryden turn 1. Now, we're going to summon from our deck one Jizukiru, the Star-Destroying Kaiju. This can also very easily be the Thunder King Kaiju. It could also be Dogaran, if you really would like to do that. However, these two just have more attack power than Dogaran, so these are better. Any of the other ones you cannot summon to your field because they will not have enough strength to pull off the OTK. So, we're just going to use Jizukiru for this, and we're going to use Gameciel to summon to the opponent's field, although it could literally be any of them because you're going to destroy it. We're just giving them Gameciel just in case somehow the combo doesn't go through. You don't want them to have a strong Kaiju. So we got that done and over with. Now we're going to bring out our rat. However we bring him out, we're just going to assume normal summon, but it can be by any means. We're going to do the Borbo combo into Tiger Mortar. Detach one to summon rat from deck. Or hand if you drew him, whatever. Go into Broad Bowl, detach. This is all still a very standard combo. Make a Rapier again. Now we're going to use our final Broad Bowl to detach our Rapier to add Whiptail to hand. It is extremely important that you add Whiptail in this case because you will need the attack points for the OTK. Then we're going to overlay Dryden. Dryden's effect will detach Broad Bowl to destroy the Kaiju. And it is probably best to try to destroy their Kaiju first, because there's no point in going for the rest of this combo if you can't get rid of their Gameciel. If you can't get rid of this, you can't get the OTK, and thus it would be smarter to make a Daigusto Emerald than it would be this play. But assuming you do, let's assume you do break their Kaiju. So now we can overlay our two Rapiers into Gagaga Samurai, who can detach a material, targeting himself, a Gagaga monster, that can now attack twice. So we're going to enter the battle phase, attack for 1900, 1900, that's 38 in total, then 3300 from the Jizukiru. Now remember this has, let's see, from 3800 with him, that would put you up to 4100 with the 300, then another 3000, puts it to exactly 7100 damage on board. As I said, if you have Thunder King or Dogaran, let's just say you have Dogaran at 3000, that would put this at exactly 6800. You cannot deal less than that between these two, otherwise you can't get the game. Anyway, so now, after attacking with those, we're going to attach Whiptail to Dryden, giving it an additional 1200 attack points. Then we're going to attack, dealing 1200 damage, putting the damage at 8300 from this board, meaning an easy 2-card OTK. We still have the rest of our hand to work with too. Should this somehow not go through, we can search a Kaiju from our Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. And yeah, we've got other plays we can make as well. If we have like a Barrage, for example, we can even follow up with the next combo. But now, the next combo is going to actually be kind of a retaliation in case your opponent attempts to go for this combo against you. Because, let's face it, the Kaijus are like really, really good. So if your opponent attempts to go, or if you think your opponent's going to do it against you, then you'll want to make this next combo. So, without any further ado, let me just pick all this stuff up real quick. Okay, so for this to work, again, we need some kind of way to get rat access. Doesn't matter how. We just need access to a rat. Then, But the key with this one is that you have two ways to get to him. So we're gonna assume you have either like Terratop, Takatomborg, or Barrage, or something like that. You can open any combination of Terratop, Barrage, Rat, Tanky, whatever it may be, as long as you have two Rat access cards. Reason for this is like it doesn't do you anything to have two access to the Rat. So for the second search, I guess we will actually make a RamRam. So I'm going to assume we open Barrage and Rat Pier. All right. So for this all to go through, let's read RamRam real quick. So what he does is if he's destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can target a Zoodiac monster in your grave except for himself and special summon it. The other part of his effect, if he's attached as material to a Zoodiac, then that Zoodiac can detach a material to negate a trap. That's not really relevant because he's not going to be attached as material. The trick is you just want to get him on the board so that he can float into, other things. Like, so he'll float into a Trident if they try to Kaiju slumber you. So anyway, so he's in the deck. We're going to we're going to use Barrage first, just like to be. No, that's wrong. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Since this is our access. If you had Terratop, you would want to use Terratop first. But since we're gonna normal summon our Rat. All right. We're gonna keep Barrage in hand. We're gonna normal our Rat. Do the whole shenanigans with him. Here I'm doing it wrong. Overlaying the Borbo, overlaying the Tiger, detach, summon, overlay, detach, summon, and search. Where's my Whiptail? Search for Whiptail. So he's in your hand now. Now you're gonna do your whole shenanigan again, except this time, Trident because it's good. And no, we need a Daigusto Emerald. So now we're gonna do that whole thing. Get a free card, shuffle our stuff back, put those back in the deck, and hey, look, we magically have an extra card in our hand, even though we have 4 or 3 other cards in our hand that we don't know about. So now that we've done all that, we are going to activate our Barrage. Since it doesn't really make sense to summon another Rat off of this, a really good first turn play here is use our Barrage right now, pop itself, because yes, Barrage can do that. And we're going to summon our RamRam from the deck in defense position. Now it has 2,000 defense points, that's sweet, but the main thing is if they try to Kaiju slumber you now, you can bring back your Trident. So and you're going to have a Whiptail to attach to that Trident at any time. Now Barrage, because it was destroyed, can also attach to itself to Trident as material, but that's just icing on the cake as having Barrage as the extra card. Should you have, if you open let's say Barrage and RamRam, you could always just set RamRam at the end of the combo and use Barrage to summon the Rat. You could also theoretically summon Invoker to get RamRam out of the deck and then go for the Rat Pier combo. Although generally you'd rather summon Rat and at the end of the combo set your RamRam. So now let's just say your opponent. All right, so in your turn. Opponent's turn comes around, they try to use a Kaiju Slumber, your board is gone. And suddenly, look at that, it's replaced with a Gamma Seal, and they have a Jizukiru now. Difference is, you're ready for the OTK, because you prepared. Your RamRam is going to special summon Trident back on your board, with Whiptail as material. So now, if they try, you're probably going to want to summon it in defense since you're facing a Jizukiru, unless you got 2 more of these in your hand, but hey. But now, you've got a Trident ready to detach and pop stuff. You can just interrupt their interrupt their Kaiju Slumber. I just about said that. Doesn't make sense, does it? You can just about interrupt their Zoodiac combo when they try and go for Borbo or Tiger Mortar or whatever. Just pop it. You don't have to deal with that stuff because you were ready. You've got the Trident. So what they'll probably have to do is go in the battle phase, attack over the Trident with Jizukiru. At that point, you'll obviously detach, pop the Jizukiru, and then they'll make their Zoodiac combo. But you held them off, and fairly well. I mean, I'd say surviving the turn with this is good, because on the following turn, you can overlay a Tiger Mortar with that onto that Trident, assuming it's still alive, detach that, reattach the rat, and look at that. Now we can just overlay into Broad Bowl and Trident and get the Rat Pier combo off again. That's so good. But yeah, anyway guys, that's going to do it for this video. Make sure to, tell me in the comment section below what you guys thought about this video. Tell me if you think this is helpful. I'm more than willing to do different kind of combo videos for you guys, especially Zoodiacs. I'm really loving this deck right now. I'm playing it as a Metal Foes version, as you guys know, which I'm going to give the deck profile to you guys more than likely on Saturday with a tournament report, and if I can't get it to you then, I'll get it as soon as I can. But yeah, anyway, guys, give this video a like as always, subscribe for all my future content, and I'll catch you in my next video.